Okay, so today I'm gonna go over a few ways you can exercise at home. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm basically gonna do somewhere between 1 and 3 exercises per muscle group that you can do at home with little to no equipment. Like the extent of the equipment is gonna be dumbbells, a bench, and a band, but not all of them will be using that. So the first one is we're gonna start with our chest. So first exercise, no equipment, is you can do a push-up. Now there's 3 different ways you can do this. If you're just starting out and you can't even do a regular push-up, you could do some type of assisted push-up like this and just push like that. Also, I'm doing all of these very light because I have a shoulder injury right now. So you can do push-ups like this, and start there. This should be considered an incline push-up. Then you can get down flat, which, let me move back here so you can see me, hopefully. Oh, there's not a lot of room. Let's do it this way. A normal push-up, and then if you want to get advanced, I'm not gonna do this one, but you can put your feet up here, and if your feet above your body, you can do a decline push-up. So those are just a few push-up variations to do a chest exercise. If you do have a bench and dumbbells, you could do some sort of chest press like this. You could do a fly like this. But these you'd have to have dumbbells for. So it is a little different, a little more equipment that you'd have to buy. Because you really don't need that much equipment to be able to work out. Like, I'm gonna go for a run after this today, which that's free. All I needed was my running shoes. That personally helped me a lot. So the next one is going to be shoulders. So this, if you're very advanced, you could do a handstand push-up, which, especially because my shoulder's bothering me, I definitely can't do those. I'll put up a picture of someone doing it. But you're basically doing like a vertical push-up. So your legs are like vertically above you. Those are really good on your shoulders. You could do a bear crawl, which there's not a lot of room down here, but I'll start over here. It would just be going like this. That'll work your shoulders a little bit. That's also like works a lot of your body, so not a bad movement, but I will say I did an excessive amount of those and it did hurt my shoulder, so that's that. If you have dumbbells, you could do some lateral raises. You're just standing like this, tight core, lateral raise like this. A nice, easy at-home exercise. And also for a lot of these, you can just use items around your house and like make them into weights. Like for some things, it's kind of hard, but for certain exercises, like if you wanted to add a little weight to your squat, like this is a pretty big water bottle. It'll add some weight. It's not gonna work for every exercise, but if you wanted to do lateral raises with a water bottle, like I can grip this. This is probably like a 5-pound lateral raise right now. I know I'd have to do it one at a time, but there's definitely ways you can like figure it out and work around not having equipment. You things like water, sand, things like that. You can always try and build something, or you can just buy some weights, you know, up to you. Or you can just do it body weight, like I'm showing you. There's definitely way more calisthenic exercises. That's a different word for body weight, but these are just some that I want to show you. So the next thing will be biceps, which is the front of your arm over here. This, a perfect example for like the water bottle, is you're just going to want to do a bunch of curl variations for biceps, something like this. So a water bottle like this works perfect to add some weight. You can also do hammer curls, which literally just turning your hand to like this. Probably work better like this. So that works. Obviously those will work with dumbbells. If you have a band, with a band, you'd have to figure out exactly how to get it some good resistance. But if you make it a little smaller, something like this, you can then curl. And this has some very good tension. And it's also nice because with bands, you can just keep making it tighter to add resistance. Another one I just thought of for shoulders is you can do a front raise using a band like this. You could also do that using a weight. So a lot of exercises you see people do in the gym with free weights or machines, you can just do at home if you get a little creative. So that would be biceps. Now the next thing, this is probably one of the harder muscles to train at home, is your triceps. So once again, using a dumbbell or a water bottle or whatever you have that weighs a few pounds, you could do what's called a tricep kickback. So I'm gonna lean on this table. You could use something around the house. You can use the back of a chair, whatever you wanna use. Lean over, arm next to you, and you're gonna put your hand back up like that. And this works your tricep up here. Just do this. Now, a lot of these aren't optimal. It's not the optimal way you want to be doing it, but it works. You could do the same type of concept with tying a band around something low. If I tied it around this or whatever and pulled up. Now, you could also, if you have something where you could tie this up high, do a tricep push down like that. So that is another way. I'm trying to see if you know what, wait, let me show you. Let's turn this real quick. So if I just tied this around here, like this, go over here so you can see me a little better. I could do a single arm. I could do a tricep push down like this. It's a little low for me, but you understand the concept of this, where I would hold it up here and just do a tricep push down like this. It's working that same tricep muscle in the back of your arm. So you could also, if you put this all the way down, try and do like a tricep kickback like that. It's just kind of getting creative. So those are most of your upper body. I'm not gonna do back yet because I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. I will say back is really difficult to train without equipment. You could use a band, and if I put this around that post, actually I'll just show you real quick. For back, one quick back exercise would be, if I put this around here, I could do like a row like this. That would definitely work your back. Back's kind of hard though to hit without equipment. Back is one of the few muscles where you really do kind of need some equipment, which I'll show you what I have upstairs, but it's a nice, easy way to do it. So that's most of your upper body. Those are just some exercises. If you want me to do a more in-depth guide for like each muscle group, I can do that. There's definitely way more exercises. These are just a few quick, easy ones that don't really require a lot of equipment. Like most of the things I've said so far, you just had a band you could do. Like even if you just had like a bench or something, you could put the band. Actually, let me show you. For like the chest, right? Let's go back to that. If you wanted to do a chest press, you could lay on the ground. I'm just doing this on the bench because it's a tad easier. Put this band like this and then press like that. So like I'm still doing a chest press with some resistance. I'd probably need this band to be a little tighter. So this is a little easier for me, but it's just getting creative and looking at movements and seeing how you can try and do them while at home. So that's most of your upper body. Now remove the lower body. So obviously there is one of the most common exercises we know, just doing a squat. So you could do squats like this, air squats. There's definitely ways to make this harder. When you want to make it harder, you can grab some weights, do that. So that is one. There's also an exercise called, let's do the other quad exercise first. So I suck at setting this up. You can probably find videos of how to actually set this up better, but we're gonna do some Bulgarian split squats. These are a little complicated to set up. Move this back. And then I'm gonna move this over so I can balance myself because I always suck at that part. So you're gonna put one leg up on the bench, the other leg out, and then from here, squat like this. So just like this, and this is working your quad. Now I'll flip it so you guys can see the other side a little bit better. See the front leg a little better. This is an absolute killer. Like you will not need weight at the beginning if you're not someone who trains a lot. So, that's another exercise. Those both work your quads. Now, one group of exercises, let me remove this, that you can do it 2 different ways, and both of them are still gonna hit your legs, but you know, it changes the primary focus of the exercise, kind of. So you could just do some walking lunges. It'd be like this, and then keep going, and then keep going, and like that. Walk across your living room, your dining room, wherever you got room. That is still going to be a little bit more quad dominant. It's going to hit your glutes as well. For a hamstring focused exercise, you can do some reverse lunges. So you're going to start here, but rather than walking forward like I did last time, it's a reverse lunge. So we're going to go backwards, up, back, down, up. And just to see on the other side, like that, you want to get to about 90 degrees. You don't want your knee going too far forward. You don't want your other knee, this one, hitting the ground. Ooh, I'm falling over. From here though, push up. God, my balance is awful. Those will definitely hit your legs very well. Another hamstring one. This one you are gonna need some equipment for. This one is very difficult to get. So if you're trying this for the first time, do it without weight. And if you do know someone who works out and knows what they're doing, ask them to give you some pointers. This is called an RDL. So I'm gonna do it. I'll hold the weights just so you can see it. But you're gonna stand feet about shoulder width apart. Standing nice and tall, tight core. And then from here, you're gonna have this slight bend in my knees. So if I could stand up like this, no bend, a slight bend in your knees. And now you're going to do it like a hip hinge. So you're trying to get your butt as far back as you can without like this. And you can see how my knees didn't move forward, where if I was doing a squat, your knees move forward. My knees are now over my toes. When you're doing RDL, your knees don't really move. You're just bending backwards, trying to get your butt to touch us. The way I always think about it is you want your butt to touch the wall all the way behind you. So with this, stay nice and tall, bend down. You really feel this in your hamstrings. You go as far as you can. For me, I have very tight hamstrings. This is as far as I can go. And here you go, up, and then back down, and up. So that is RDLs. So that is, okay. Well, let's see. So that is, let's see, we did chest, shoulders, biceps, triceps, quads, hamstrings. Oh, calves. I didn't do calves yet. So calves, you're just gonna wanna do a calf raise of some sort. You would start out on the ground on a flat surface like this, just lifting yourself up like this, literally. When you get a little bit more advanced, you can try and lift yourself up on something. I'm trying to see if I have anything now. This is gonna be a little difficult, but see if I can show you. So you see the side of this bench is probably about 1.5 to 2 inches up. So what I'm gonna do is stand on here, balance myself, and this gives you a little bit more stretch at the bottom of the motion. See how my feet now can go below parallel and then go up from here. You definitely want to do it on something better than that bench. That was very unstable, but just wanted to show you guys. And then the last thing I think I'm going to show you down here is forearms. So this, pretty easy. You could use a chair around the house, a stool like this. I'll do it on the stool just to show you. This is just a wrist curl. So you're gonna put whatever you're holding weighted, anything in your house that weighs a few pounds, wrist down. You're going to just, I like letting my wrist go all the way down like this and holding the weight on my fingertips and then curling in, down, curl in, down, curl in. And this is just training your forearm here, which if you want to look more muscular, that's actually one of the easiest ways to do it, because most of the time when you're walking around, if you're a natural lifter, when I'm walking around, like, you can't even tell that I work out because my sleeves are covering it, because my legs are out, but especially when I'm at work, like I'm wearing pants. The only muscle that's actually showing like all the time is your forearms. So it's a nice easy way to like kind of make it seem like you lift, which I do obviously, but just aesthetically it makes it able for people to see. So that I think is all the exercises we're gonna do down here. So I showed you that one back exercise, oh my God, I can't think right now. The band around the post, then you row. If you had something where you could put the band over it and you could do a pull down like this, that would also be great. Or you could do a wide grip pull down, whatever it is. But the last thing I'm gonna show you is we're gonna head upstairs and I'll show you what I think will be the last exercise of the video. So I will catch you upstairs. Okay, so our last exercise is going to be pull-ups. And we'll say, I'm gonna show you two different variations because one primarily targets your back and like doesn't hit your other muscles as much. But there's one that actually is a great bicep exercise. Well, it'll also hit your back, but all three of these variations will to some degree target your back, your forearms, and your biceps. They're all gonna be involved. So first, let's do the back version, or the back primary focus. So that's just gonna be a wide grip, regular pull-up like this. And if these are difficult for you, you can tie a band around it to try and help yourself. You can also start out with, if you can't do this at all, start with just a dead hang like this. Actually, let me face around so I can see you guys. You're just gonna start with a dead hang like this. Then you could move to doing like a scapula pull-up, so just little bits, and just slowly work get to there maybe, and then just slowly work. You could also do decline pull-ups, so that would be you jump up and then slowly go down and just slowly work up to being able to do a pull-up, because pull-ups are not easy. So the next one is, my pull-up bar has a neutral grip, so you can do these. These are a little easier. Those are easier than the wide grip pull-ups. And then the last one that is a great bicep exercise is chin-ups. So I'll do this facing you guys. So that'll just be nice close here. And then, because if you see, that one looks the most like what we were doing before. It's like a curl almost. You're like curling your body. So those are three great back exercises, with chin-ups also being a great bicep exercise. So with that said, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you start working out at home. And if you want me to make like muscle specific, like full workouts for at home, I can do that as well. So let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next Sunday at 5 p.m. Catch you there.